All right, everyone. Hello, and welcome back to another episode. I want to share a little story with you all about how God's rejection is protection. Super quick story. So, when I first got my personal training certification, brand new personal trainer. I was broke. The bills is due. Okay, the bills is due. I'm like, okay, I need to start working. You have a couple of options as a personal trainer. You can, go into business for yourself, or you can get a job at a gym. If you get a job at a gym, of course, you'd have to pay, the fee, like you'd have to give a percentage of your commission of your money to the gym owner and everything like that. You can work at like a local gym where you would give like a percentage of your commission to them, or you can work at like a big gym like LA Fitness, I don't know, Crunch, Lifetime, whatever. So anyways, I'm like, okay, I need to get a job. Like finally I can start working as a personal trainer. I was applying at all these places. Well, not really. I applied at like two places. So I applied at LA Fitness. And because that's where I was going, I was there all day, every day. I was like, I might as well just work here, And I applied like a couple days later. The guy called me. He's like, hey, just want to make sure you're okay with like transferring to another location. But I'm like, yes, sure, whatever. I just need a job, whatever. Told him I was okay with that. He's okay, I'll give you a call back. And then I never really heard from him. So I'm like, okay, I got to make a move because I don't have time to be waiting all day. So, once I didn't really hear back from him, I kept applying. I applied at this other place where a friend of mine went. It was a smaller gym, but, it was like locally owned. I knew a friend that went there. Went up there. He's like, okay, but I won't have any openings until like a month, 2 months later. I'm like, yeah, it's a no. Like, I can't be waiting, And it was crazy because I was so like, I'm praying. I'm like, okay, God, I'm going to like get this job. And thank you for making this happen, Lord. And when it wasn't happening, I was like just getting so sad and distraught because I just knew I was going to go into this small, locally owned, brand new gym and they were going to hire me and I was just going to make a living as a personal trainer. Like, I just knew that was the plan. And when he said like 2 months, I was like, I don't have 2 months. Like, you know what I mean? And I got in the car and I cried the whole way home because I just felt like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I felt like a failure. I felt like I was worried, like I have bills to pay, like, I need like income and stuff. And I want to just tell y'all how good God is. And if you never take anything from me, I really if you never take anything else from me, I will always say that I am literal living proof that one, God is real, and two, like just his goodness. Like, I am literally a walking testimony, and I will always share the things that I've gone through and just my perspective and things I've learned because I'm just living proof. I'm literally living proof because, if only y'all knew. So anyways, the guy told me, basically it was a no. Okay. He said 2 months. It was a no, that, he was just being nice. So got in the car, cried the whole way home. Like, oh, what am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? Like, you know what I mean? Like, the two main places that I thought, I was for sure going to start working at don't even like want to hire me. So whatever. I ain't got a plan B. So I just kept doing it, kept doing what I was doing, kept posting, about my training and everything. And y'all, this is what is so crazy. A video that I posted on Instagram. And keep in mind, when you start to like get a platform, people think that like, people don't realize, like, I've been doing this. Like, I've been creating reels. I've been creating content. But you have to put in the work when nobody is looking. You have to put in the work when you're not even getting paid 1 cent for it. You have to. And so I posted a video and it literally went viral. And I promise y'all, I got 10 clients in 1 week. And I was like, wow, like, it was just so like, I was just overwhelmed with gratitude because just so many things happened in that week. One, I reached like a new level of maturity. I learned so much in that 1 week, which I'll get into in another episode because as a personal trainer, you learn so much, especially when you go into business for yourself. And it's a learning journey. Like entrepreneurship is always going to be a learning journey, but like I said, that'll be another episode. But I learned that don't I just learned to just go through with it. Whatever you're going through in life, if something's not working out the way that you planned, if you think it should be going one way, and I have this saying now that I say to myself. I always say if things aren't going my way, that's a good thing, because that means they're going God's way. Sometimes we just get so consumed because we have this idea in our head that things are supposed to happen this way, or we're praying, we're reading our Bible, we're praying, we're talking to God, and we think that we think that he has this specific plan. And the thing is, like, the goal is always the same, but the plans are always going to change, And so we can't get caught up in thinking like things are supposed to happen step A, step B, step C, because God literally says, like, his plans are not our plans. Like, we don't even see what he sees. And so when things are happening, and you're getting frustrated because things aren't going your way, or they're not going how you plan, you just have to keep going. Because I thought that I was supposed to make an income by working at this gym and getting, starting my business, starting off small, getting the experience, getting the knowledge. And it took off in a week. I went from barely making it, 0 clients, trying to get this business started, trying to get 1 client. I was desperate, to literally having 10 clients. Like, I had to increase my prices because I had to realize, like, I'm valuable, And it's like, if things had actually gone the way that I wanted them to or expected them to, I would be having to pay other people. I would be having to pay a part of my commission to other people. And it's like, with this, like, I am in business for myself, and it worked out even better and even greater than I could have ever imagined, because the impact that one video has had has just, like, literally changed the game. Like, it's allowed me to step into this new, like, literal new version of myself, where I had to realize this is who I am now, like, but the thing is, it's who I've always been. And that is another thing too that people don't realize, is success doesn't happen overnight. You have to act like the person that you want to be until you are that person. And that's what I was doing. Before I even got my certificate, I was acting like a personal trainer, like, you have to intentionally, I was posting about it. I was posting my journey and posting results and posting like how it can help people, all these things, like, you have to intentionally act like the person that you want to be. You don't just wake up one day and it's there. I just want you guys to know that God's rejection is protection. And just remember, like, don't take it lightly when he says, I know the plans that I have for you, not to harm you, plans to give you hope, future, plans to prosper you. Like, don't take that lightly, because that's God literally telling you, at the end of the day, my plan is to prosper you. My plan is to give you hope and a future and prosperity. That is the plan. So no matter what the steps look like, just know it's all a part of the plan, and just go with it. And I promise, if you just keep going and don't stop amidst thinking that, like, oh, it's not happening, and getting frustrated and quitting, just keep going. You have to see it through to the end, because if you do, you really will get to the point in your life where you're like, this is so much better than I could have ever imagined. He will literally give you more than you can ask, think, or imagine. Like, I'm so serious. I'm living proof. So I just wanted to kind of share that, because that's something that I kind of learned recently throughout this whole journey. And, I just think that it's important to know that life is not linear, and so many times we just get caught up in the plan. And just whenever things happen, just say to yourself, it's all a part of the plan. It's all a part of God's plan to prosper me, to give me hope and a future. His plans are not my plans. So I hope that the next time you're going through something, the next time you're getting frustrated, things are working out, you think things are going this way, you think things are going one way, just keep going and just remember that at the end of the day, you are going to prosper if you just keep going, keep having faith, keep trusting, keep working, and just let go of your own wants and desires and the way that you think things should go, and trust in Him, and just know that His way is the best way, and it will literally end up better than you could have ever imagined.